breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert.
Just in, Putin sends powerful message to Trump. Look what he said. Though relations are strained between Russia and the United States, Russian President Vladimir Putin took the time to send a powerful message to President Trump. The official Twitter feed of the Russian embassy posted a tweet stating that President Putin sent a letter offering his condolences to President Trump regarding the Texas massacre. The statement reads, "Please, accept my condolences over the tragedy that has occurred in Texas. It is difficult to imagine a crueler and more cynical crime than the killing of people during a church service." The New York Daily News reported the terrible tragedy that befell the nation on Sunday in the hands of Devin Kelley. Kelley stormed into the Sutherland Springs, Texas house of worship wearing a bulletproof vest, a skull-faced mask and wielding a Ruger AR-556 assault rifle. This deranged individual proceeded to fire upon the churchgoers, unleashing 450 bullets into the crowd of parishioners. The horrific attack left 26 dead and at least 20 wounded, one of the worst shootings in Texas history. After spraying the crowd with bullets, he fled the church and was confronted by a neighbor, Stephen Williford, wielding a rifle. Mr. Williford shot Kelley in the leg and torso before Kelley escaped to his car and fled off. Mr. Williford and a second individual gave chase. The high-speed pursuit resulted in Kelley's car crashing. It is suspected that Kelley then killed himself via a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Freeman Martin of the Texas Public Safety Department couldn't give a definitive answer behind the motivation behind the murders, but did suggest it could have been the result of a domestic dispute between Kelley and his in-laws. According to Mr. Martin, "We know there was conflict between the families, and whether that was revenge or not would be speculation on my part." Kelley's past is riddled not only with violent assault and domestic disputes, but with a determined path away from his faith in God. In 2012, he was charged via court-martial with 2 instances of domestic assault, one of which resulted in Kelley beating his infant stepson so viciously his skull was cracked. The terrible tragedy leaving 26 dead has seen individuals and organizations from all over offering a hand to the victims and their families. According to News 4 Antonio, the H-E-B grocery store chain publicly announced that it would donate $150,000 to help the families that were affected by the tragedy. Vice President of Public Affairs, Diversity and Environmental Affairs for H-E-B, Wayne Heron, stated, "H-E-B is committed to providing assistance during times of crisis. Our hearts reach out to all at this tragic, painful time. It is our hope that H-E-B's donations, along with our loyal customers' support, will help our neighbors in Sutherland Springs. This is a difficult situation for many as they grieve and face unimaginable loss." Russian President Vladimir Putin sent his condolences to the victims of the church shooting in Texas. How does this make Putin look? According to ABC News, President Trump, deep into his Asian tour, stated that investigators would have full support from his administration. He later stated, "Our hearts are broken, but in dark times, and these are dark times, such as these, Americans do what they do best." Though this terrible tragedy has rocked a nation still reeling from the Las Vegas shooting last month and other horrific acts of violence and loss, it's encouraging to see the goodness in others rise out of the darkness.